Welcome back to the Mandalay Bay. It's Alex Belfield in Las Vegas, celebrating the best shows, the best stars, and the best restaurants. So one of my favorite places to come every time I come back to Vegas is Ri Ra, which is at Mandalay Bay, as I mentioned. It's an Irish bar that is extraordinary in a sense that it really encapsulates true Ireland. It's got beautiful furniture, real bars from back home, and real Irish staff. Paula joins us, who's the big boss here. How are you?
Very well. Great to see you again. Welcome back.
It's really lovely to see you. And again, I've had a wonderful dinner. We're going to talk about the food in a moment. But most importantly of all, great food is never going to work if you haven't got a great atmosphere, is it?
No, that's true. We pride ourselves on really having a great atmosphere, and there's a lot of elements that contribute to that, like our staff, the actual bar itself, serving perfect pint all the time, and just really having a welcoming atmosphere when you first walk into the bar is really important to us.
We know that Las Vegas pushes everything to the extreme, but here at Ri Ra, you've really done that in a sense that you've brought Ireland over here. Not just the furniture, but even the staff. You fly in literally tens of people to come and work here on visas to make it as authentic as possible.
Yeah, that's right. We actually run a great training program for anyone who works in the hospitality industry. Obviously, there's certain qualifications that you have to meet, and we go home maybe 3 times every year, and we do a big recruitment at home from Ireland. And if you meet the requirements and have qualifications back in the hospitality industry, basically we can bring you over here for 12 months. You get to work. We actually have 12 locations now in the States, with Vegas being our newest one. But you get to come and work in one of our pubs and get to see how it all runs here in the States, because customer service is extremely different than it is back home. There's a lot of different focuses. Americans are very fussy. They like to know what they're getting. They like to know what dishes are made of. They have plenty of questions, and they expect a really good level of service because they're paying good money for it. So they come over, they live over here. They obviously, in Vegas, they have a great life. They get to go to all the shows, clubs, parties, but they also enjoy their time working with our American staff too, and learn different cultures and a lot about the American way of living too.
Your pub is a real oasis away from the nonsense of Las Vegas. As much as I adore it, it can be somewhat overwhelming. It's relentless, it's huge, it's big, and this sort of takes you away from that. You've got something very special in the sense that it's a bar. There aren't really many bars in Las Vegas, are there?
No, that's one thing we did find when we came over here, and a lot of our customers actually noted that we had no gambling, we had no poker machines, there was no slot machines here. That really we wanted to be a little taste of Ireland in such a big city, Las Vegas. You can go away from the lights, the constant noise, the slot machines, the flashing lights of the town, and you can come in here and actually think you are actually in a little bar somewhere back home in Ireland. And actually so many Americans go to Ireland as well that they know when they come in here that they've got the original, so it's actually quite special here for us.
You've been here nearly 3 years. Has this become home now? Is this your life?
I don't know if Vegas will ever become home. It's such a different reality to normal. I always sometimes I love it, sometimes I'm dying to get out of it, but really, I mean, it's been amazing. The things you get to do here, the town never stops. It doesn't matter if you're off a Monday night, a Sunday night, or Friday, there's always something going on, and there's always people here in great form wanting to have a party, so I can't complain. It's been a fabulous few years here in Vegas.
And it continually evolves, doesn't it? I mean, every time I come back, it changes, the landscape changes, a new casino appears, old casinos get destroyed and rebuilt. I mean, never stops, and I suppose that's the thrill and the energy of Las Vegas, that it's this artifice that just will keep changing and changing and changing.
Yes, and I think that's a great thing, because it keeps bringing the people back and back and back again, because there's always something different here in Vegas, no matter when you come, whether it's a show, a new restaurant, a casino, a pub. There's just always something different, and there's always something that you haven't done before that you'll find here in Vegas. So it's really good. It's a really good lifestyle.
Your bars are legendary. I know they have great heritage and history, as do the floors. I mean, these were all flown in. These were all part of the homeland, really, weren't they?
Yeah, we actually have a crafts team that are based in County Wicklow, and basically when we find a new location over here in the States, they go around and they see what salvage and restoration they'd like to work on back home. So they pull out bars, they buy different bits of artwork and woodwork, and then they ship it to our warehouse. So when we then find a new location, they actually build a pub in County Wicklow, and then they break it down and ship it over, and then they rebuild it here in the States. So all our bars actually are from Ireland. Our floors here in Vegas are from the Harland and Wolff shipyard, where they built the Titanic in Belfast. A lot of our woodwork is from the Georgian times, and we have a fabulous whiskey bar which we're beginning to replicate in some of our pubs, and all the cabinets come from a jeweller's from the 1920s that was based beside the Guinness brewery, which used to hold their gold and myrrh. So it's really special little things that really, if you get talking to a server or a bartender, can really add to your experience about what's going on here in Vegas and Ri Ra.
And of course, an Irish bar wouldn't be an Irish bar without a stage and a place for an Irish band to sing great old tunes. Back of the shower songs, really, aren't they? They're all just sing-along tunes, and you do that every night at 8:45.
We do. We have live music every night, 7 nights a week, so it really never stops here. It could be a Monday night and all of a sudden it's quiet, then you get people through the door, the band start, and it's just a mental night, so you never know what's coming or what's going to be ahead on your shift. But the bands are brilliant. We fly over the best musicians from Ireland for 7 to 10 days. They come and play on our stage, and when maybe we can't source a band at home or they're not available to come over, we also source bands from across the States who have an Irish influence. So we always have that Irish influence in our music too, which is always, as anybody would know, being to Ireland is a big piece of Ireland. So it's a lot traditional music, but then they kind of change it around too, depending on what the crowd wants. But it's always great fun, and you know the Irish, we love drinking, and any excuse to have a drink and a song and a dance. So it's good crack, great crack.
You've got fabulous beers here. There's a whole array of different styles and types, and you'll mix and match and put them together. And I want to talk about your food, because food isn't necessarily associated with pubs and bars. It's not necessarily the greatest in the world, but it is here. I love eating here. You do things like a Scotch egg and a sausage roll and appetizers like that you can have as a snack. And then for main, I just had the most beautiful mixed salad, and the fish and chips is legendary here. You've really gone to town to make sure that this food is good quality, because this is a culinary city, isn't it? I mean, a place where you get good food, and putting crap out in some pub ain't going to work.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got every top chef here in Vegas who has their own restaurant, so really you're competing on a high level. But what we try and do is do what we know, but do it really good. So we take really good ingredients, we make really good products, and we make sure they're executed very well. As you mentioned, we've got some of the favourites that you can get at home. We also fly in a lot of ingredients from home, like our McDonald's curry sauce and our Kerrygold butter and our Tato crisps. So just having those ingredients and using them in our dishes really creates that Irish flavour as well. But really it's all about executing and, you know, having really good product and doing it well. I mean, we house brine our own corned beef here in the pub. We grind all our meat for our burgers. So it's really a scratch kitchen. We do everything in-house except for maybe buying a few sauces and ingredients that we need. But yeah, we like to just do good quality food and make sure we do it right.
Congratulations on still being here, because this is a tough town. You won't survive if you're not any good, and I think that's a celebratory reason to come here, because you're still here 18 months after I last visited, more popular than ever, and your standards are great. And that, you know, to find somewhere in Las Vegas that gives something different and something of quality is quite rare. It sounds odd, because this is a town of food and entertainment and hospitality, but actually to get a good meal at a reasonable price isn't that easy, is it?
No, it's not, and particularly because we're located on the Strip, there's that expectation that your prices will be through the roof. But we actually found that one of our things that we wanted to do was offer good quality food at a reasonable price, and that goes for our drink too. We're not actually too expensive when you see us on the Strip, and we actually do attract a lot of locals down here. They like coming to us because, again, it's fair price and it's not Strip prices. So if you're looking for somewhere just to get away, come in, have good food and a good beer, you know, at a good price, we kind of offer that. And also you can have the crack with the music and of course the Irish staff. So it is actually a little taste of home. You know, we're not trying to exploit anyone or, you know, get loads of money from anyone. It's really what it is. Come in, sit down, have good food, good atmosphere, and just enjoy yourself at a good price.
Ri Ra is here at Mandalay Bay, here on the Las Vegas Strip. I love it. Thank you for having me back, Paula. Always nice to see you, and thank you again for a lovely dinner and a great beer as well. Lovely.
Well, enjoy the rest of your stay, and we'll see you again in 18 months, hopefully.